Chapter 5. The Bath of Doom. Ned's eyes widened at the horror, the unspeakable horror. The words and pictures in her books told the story in gruesome detail. So this was what his wicked sister was planning. There were lists, calendars, graphs, diagrams, even a flick book of how it would all play out. It was called Ned's Birthday Surprise. And it was the boy's birthday tomorrow. Once a year on his birthday, Ned had a bath. I know that doesn't sound like many baths in 1 year. I myself like to wash at least twice a year, unless I'm already clean and there is no need. Sometimes I lick myself clean like a cat. Once a year on his birthday, Ned had a bath. In the family cottage, there was only enough hot water for one bathful a day. And of course, Jemima was always bagsied every drop of hot water for herself. No wonder her parents reeked of fish. The only exception to this rule was on her little brother's birthday, and on that special day, Jemima would be forced by her parents to relent and let Stinky Ned have his yearly soak. So the plan was that tomorrow Jemima would fill the bath with all the gunk. Every last drop from every single jar would be emptied into the bath, was full to the brim. Then she would squirt bubbles on top of the gunk so Ned wouldn't see the horror that was lurking underneath. The Bath of Doom. There was even a cutaway diagram in her exercise book showing the hidden layer of gunk. Jemima knew her little brother would suspect nothing. This was his birthday treat after all. Ned would think it was a lovely bath full of warm water and lower himself into it, and then, "Ooh!" he would scream as he was covered from head to toe in gunk. Ned dropped Jemima's book in shock. Thunk. The girl stirred. Ned held his breath. Then she turned over and went straight back to sleep. Taking great care, the boy rolled himself back out of Jemima's room. He had to reverse his wheelchair. As with the mountains of jars, there wasn't room to turn round. Trundle, 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 then disaster. Clunk, clink, clank. The footrest on his wheelchair just clipped one of the jars on the floor. There must have been 50 jars stacked on top of it. Ned reached out, but he was too late. The skyscraper of jars began to topple over. Tipple, topple, topple. The jar at the top was heading straight for Jemima. As it fell through the air, it was as if time sped up and slowed down all at once. Ned caught the jar just as it was a millimetre from thunking his sister on the head. As much as he may have wanted to see his sister thunked on the head with a jar of grumbledench, whatever that is, sadly, now was not the time. It would spoil his surprise, because just at that moment an idea came to him. Ding! An idea so simple it was brilliant. Simply brilliant and brilliantly simple. Brimple. Ned would turn the tables on Jemima. Consult your Williams Dictionary for a detailed definition. The girl had a bath every single morning, apart from Ned's birthday. Keep up. So Ned would do exactly what his sister was going to do to him. She would suffer the Bath of Doom herself. Ned silently collected all the jars of gunk in the house and brought them to the bathroom. Once safely inside, Ned locked the door. Click. He didn't want Jemima bursting in on him before her Bath of Doom was ready. Ha ha! Chuckled the boy to himself. Outside, it was still dark, but dawn was breaking and the birds were bursting into song. Tweet, tweet, tweet. One by one, he opened the jars of gunk and poured them into the bath. Splish, splash, splosh. There was yellow gunk, brown gunk, black gunk, thick gunk, thin gunk, bubbly gunk, hot gunk, fizzy gunk, purple gunk, cold gunk. Every kind of gunk you could imagine. Gallons and gallons of gunk. Eventually the bath was full. After what seemed like hours of fetching, carrying and unscrewing, the boy was exhausted. Catching his breath, Ned didn't notice what was happening right behind him. Gurgle. Whatever was in that bath was coming to life. And chapter 6 is the Gunk Monster, and we will read that tomorrow.